Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Career Mode. Really quick, before we get started, I want to give a quick shout out to Coleman Gaming HD. He's a new YouTube channel, does FIFA 13 Career Mode just like me. I think he's doing one with Villa right now, so pop on over to his page and show him some love. It would be greatly appreciated. But first up, we have a youth squad report, and we have some really strong youth players in the system right now. Right now we have Clarence Slade that is 80 to 94 potential. Both Francois Arnoline and Guillaume Palamat are looking super strong. And then Sam Gordon is an 84 to 94 potential. I think he's going to be an absolute monster. But now we have a game in the Euro League against Augsburg. And I believe right now we are second in our group behind Athletic Bilbao, just on goal difference. So if we can score a bag of goals in this game, that would greatly help our chances of winning this group and progressing through the group stages into the knockout stages of the Euro League. Like I said before, this is a cup that I really want to win. I think it'll raise the prestige of the club because I think this is the first season that Swansea has ever been in Europe. But now we have Christian Atsu bombing down that right side, and that frees up Tony Vilhena to hit that rebound into the net for our first goal in the 19th minute. A great start. But that goal seemed to awaken Augsburg, and they went on the attack. Only some miracle defending and some luck kept that out of the back of the net, and we were still ahead. After that scare, we knew we needed a 2-goal cushion, and the Flying Dutchman Jerome Lumu gives us just that, a wonderful shot into the top netting in the 34th minute to put us ahead 2-0, and that is how we would go into halftime. After the restart, we were still turning the screws, and from this corner, Jesse Rodriguez would have a very dangerous shot bound off of the crossbar. Very unlucky, but his luck would return moments later when some individual brilliance would bring him close to goal, and he is brought down by the goalkeeper and earns a penalty. And we all know what Jesse Rodriguez does with penalties. He puts them in the back of the net. 56th minute, he gets his goal. And just like that, the game was over. We win it 3-0 against Augsburg, and I believe that puts us in first place because Athletic Bilbao drew against Göteborg. Taking a look at our group table, we are sitting in first with a 4-goal difference against Athletic Bilbao, who has 4 points and only a 1-goal difference. So we are sitting pretty in first place, and we are looking good to go on to the next round. Only 2 games in. Anything can happen, but as of right now, we are looking good. And next up, we have a game against Everton, and historically, we have done quite well against Everton. I remember the first game we played against them, I was really afraid that we were going to lose, but we ended up absolutely trouncing them, so hopefully we can continue that tradition in this game. Jesse Rodriguez, J-Rod, is just the man to put us ahead. He curls that effort into the side netting in the 6th minute to put us ahead 1-0 against Everton, and that was not the end of our attack. Sun Yong-ki passes that to Leandro, and Leandro is very unlucky to have that go off the bar, and Tim Howard saves the second effort from his own player, but from a corner where everything on our team is undone. Marwan Fellaini puts that into the back of the net to level it all up at 1-1, and that is how we would go into halftime against Everton. I thought we could come out in the second half and secure the 3 points, but then they got a corner, and we all know what happens from corners. Phil Jagielka puts that in the back of the net, and that is how this game would end. Everton win it for once, 2-1. But next up, we have a game against Wigan, and hopefully this is a game where we can rebound from that loss and once again reclaim the 3 points we deserve. Wigan really do not have a strong team, but one player they do have is Pablo Hernandez, who used to play for Swansea, but we sold him last season to Wigan. So hopefully he does not come back and bite us in the ass, because that would be extremely, extremely annoying. But Christian Atsu crosses that in, and Jerome Lumu is very unlucky to have that caught by Ali El Habzi. Running at Wigan's defense really wasn't giving me any results, and so I thought to just sit back and pass it around the box, and it all culminates in this beautiful curling effort from Christian Atsu in the 24th minute that puts us ahead. And once we found Wigan's weakness, we split them right open. Jose Rodriguez on the breakaway finds the sweaty goal to Jesse Rodriguez, J-Rod to J-Rod, and you cannot ask for any better team play. And that is how we would go into halftime ahead against Wigan Athletic 2-0. After the restart, Wigan found a foothold in the game, and who else but Pablo Hernandez puts that in the back of the net. How annoying for him to score against us. But right after that, for some reason, Wigan takes him off. His finishing would have been useful here because Boselli puts it wide and denies his team a point in the 69th minute, and that is how it would end 2-1 against Wigan. 3 points from this game are just what the doctor ordered. And next up, we have a scouting report. It's our final scouting report from America, so we're going to sign John Anthony Duca. He looks really good. Also, we're going to sign Jack Hernandez and then Dan Gill. I don't know how these players are going to turn out in our youth academy, but this is the final chance to sign these guys, even though we don't know a lot about them. And now we're going to send our scout to England to try to pick up some English players because we are in the English Premier League. So it wouldn't hurt to have some actual Englishmen on our team. But also another tip I have for you guys is talk to the press before big games or really before any game. Talk up your players. It'll raise their morale and they'll play a lot better because next up, we have a huge game in our season. It's a game against Man United at Old Trafford. And I've played Man United a few times with Swansea, and it just seems like they're impossible to beat for me. They play like United in real life. They get those last-minute goals, the bullcrap decisions, and so, you know, just really annoying to play against. But this game was probably one of the best games that I've ever played on FIFA 13. Just chances everywhere, and our first chance comes from Jesse Rodriguez. It is saved, and somehow Jose Rodriguez does not get to that second effort. But that would not be our last sniff at goal. Leandro this time puts one towards David De Gea, but he does well to put it out. And now United were on the attack. Antonio Valencia puts that one in for Welbeck. Aréola does really well, and then Obi puts that against the post, and by some miracle, we are not yet behind. But before long, the Reds would be back on the attack, and it's Antonio Valencia denied by Aréola, and then Ashley Young. What in the world has happened to our keeper? He's turned into fucking Superman. Bolstered by our strength at the back, we had the confidence to go forward, and just like J-Rod, Leandro puts that into the top corner in the 38th minute, and somehow we were ahead, and that is how we would go into halftime, but United would be pushing for that equalizer, and somehow Grimaldo brings down a United player in the box and draws a penalty, and who else but Wayne Rooney steps up, and we all know how this ends. He steps up and rolls it down the middle, puts that into the back of the net, and we were level with United, and at this point, I was like, well, they're going to come back and win this like they always do. And then Leandro has a ferocious shot hit off the post. And somehow Tony Vilhena puts that into the back of the net. We were ahead against Manchester United at Old Trafford. And the name of the game was absorbing pressure and holding on to this lead. And with Robin van Persie coming onto the field, that would be very difficult. But once again, Aréola does his part and keeps that Joel Obi shot out of the back of the net. And we were pushing hard for another goal, but Jose Rodriguez has his thunderbolt of a shot kept out of the back of the net, and then Christian Atsu, knowing this is the end, just gets past Fabio and rolls it right up to J-Rod for the third goal of the game in the 90th minute. We knew that we had the 3 points now, and that man right there, Alphonse Aréola, kept us in the game with his brilliant display. He was playing like Sir Alex Ferguson had murdered his entire family, and he was playing for their honor. An 8.9 match rating for the young Frenchman. There is no way he is leaving the starting 11 now with a display like that. I had contemplated bringing in Francois Arnaud to replace him, but there's just no way right now. I'm so impressed with Aréola. Alright guys, that is where this episode will end. Don't forget to check out Coleman Gaming HD. I'll leave his link in the description. So check him out and show him some love, guys. Alright, I will see you next episode. Have a good day. Bye.